Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Soulful Yogi. Today is day 12 of my YouTube challenge, or of just getting on the camera, pushing play, and just being more confident on being here on YouTube. Per usual, I do not have that much time today. I promise y'all I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better because I want to do better, but this is something that I added on to a bunch of other stuff that I added on just for like January. I put a lot on my plate for January. I mentioned in our previous videos, today is day 12, so I can't tell you what day it was, but I have a lot of like different challenges that I'm doing for January because it's like when the new year come around and you haven't hit like your goals, you like I apply all this pressure onto myself just to knock it out. And this is one that I started on January 13th. So it wasn't even at the beginning of January when I started this, along with a bunch of other stuff that I decided to do for January. So this is one that I just piled on. So I am trying my best with just being consistent, getting on here and just showing my face. We do read a book, but y'all, like, we gonna have until February 13th to finish this book. And I don't know, it's not looking too good. Oh, okay, hold on. We're on page... Oh, I thought we weren't even on page 50 yet. Oh, we're on page 56. So not bad, not bad. I thought we weren't even on 50. Let me see how many pages we actually have. I think I mentioned that before. There's 237 pages, and we are on page 57. So we still have 200 pages to go. Oh, Lord help me. We're going to jump right into it. But first, my day, today's Friday, January 24th. I got up, I did my own practice of my yoga, the level 2. Whew, it was so hard, but it's such a good challenge for me being an instructor. And I love my Fridays. My Fridays are probably the most solid day that I have so far. I want all my days to be pretty solid, but Fridays, I get up around 7. I go do my own practice at 9. And it goes from 9 to 10:15. She did 80 minutes today, though, y'all. She kicked our butt, so we didn't get out until like 10:20. Then I go straight to the gym because I have the class to teach at 12 o'clock. So I do that from 12 to 1. Come home, shower, eat, do whatever. And then I get on here, and then I go work tonight. I got to close the bar tonight. So my Fridays are pretty solid, and I'm actually loving my Fridays. There's no room for no nap. There's no room for none of that. Like, no, we are on go on Fridays, and I love it. So that's my day. One more thing, y'all. So I told y'all yesterday that like my face, oh my God, get my chest. So I did go to, oh my goodness, I did go to Target and get 2 things. And let me tell y'all, so I actually used the products, which I wish I didn't use, because as I was doing it, like it was like something told me like, what are you doing? Like, just give it a break, use the warm water and a washcloth, and see how that goes. Like, why are you adding more chemicals to your face when your face is already going through this? Just leave it alone. So I wish I never would have used it. I did use it one time, so now I can't return it. But I had decided after I used that, like starting today, all I've used was warm water and a washcloth. And I did put a little bit of coconut oil on my face. So we'll see. I'm doing this for the rest of the month. In my body, whatever I'm doing, it shows fast. So we're not touching, we're not putting any more chemicals on my face from here on out, and I'm hoping that this works. So fingers crossed. Pray for me, y'all. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. We're almost 4 minutes in already. So I'm reading here. Goals give inspiration. We've all seen the before and after pictures that taunt our particular diet. If you are debating whether to start a new plan, that after picture will inspire you. Yes, that's what I want to look like. That's my goal. I'm going for it. Goals motivate. The Apostle Paul had lots of inspirations. When Christianity started, he was a young Pharisee who hated the upstart Jesus movement and everything it represented. Paul participated in the murder of Christians and traveled from town to town, persecuting them. On a trip to Damascus, in pursuit of more converts, lighting suddenly flashed around him. He fell to the ground, and Jesus spoke to him out loud from heaven. Jesus asked, Saul, why do you persecute me? Jesus and Paul had a brief but life-changing conversation. Then Paul got up and was blind. That's crazy. You know the words to Amazing Grace? Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. For Paul, it was, I once was lost, but now I'm found. I could see, but now I'm blind. He eventually got his vision back, but wow, what a moment. Paul's life was eternally changed by God's unconditional love. God treated him with grace, even though Paul had been trying to stop people from becoming Christians. No wonder Paul ended up with a life goal of sharing God's grace in the hope that people will become Christ followers. Here's his explanation of what led to the win he set for his life. You know what I was like when I followed the Jewish religion. How I violently persecuted God's church. I did my best to destroy it. I was far ahead from my fellow Jews in my zeal for the transitions of my ancestors. But even before I was born, God chose me and called me by his marvelous grace. Then it pleased him to reveal his son to me so that I would proclaim the good news about Jesus to the Gentiles. Paul had a specific goal, and the goal gave him inspiration. When I defined the win of prioritizing time with my kids, that motivated me to seek out those opportunities. I would walk through the house on the lookout for a bored child who was ready to hang out. Goals are important, and your journey to reach them begins when you define that win. But let's be clear. Defining the win is not how you win. How do you win? The answer may surprise you. It's counterintuitive, but this truth can set you free. There's more power in it than I can possibly describe. Are you ready? Here it is. You win when you quit trying. Complete the following sentence. The primary aspects of my life were where I need to establish a win are examples: my marriage, career, relationship with God, health, finances, parenting. When using the areas of your life in which you want to establish a win, work through this next part of the exercise to define it. Refer back to my examples at the beginning of the chapter if needed. You can repeat this pattern for each win you want to establish. If you need more or fewer than 3 steps, feel free to list whatever it takes. My new win is to... What's a win for me right now? I would say that my win would be I need a routine. I'm a routine type of girl, and I don't have that right now. So like I crave stability so bad. A lot of things are kind of all over. I can feel that it will get to that, and when it does get to that point, I want to be able to just like soak it in. I want to know what to do when I do finally get that stability that I crave. I don't want it to come and then I'm like, I don't know what to do because I'm so used to doing so much. So you got to be careful what you ask for because you just might get it all. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think I'm at that point yet where I'm going to get that stability because I'm so used to just ripping and running and doing everything. But I do crave it and I want a routine. So my win would be just figuring out how a Monday through Friday looks like for me. Because right now it's just like all over the place. So that will be my win. But then in that big win, there's also like other little things inside of there, if that makes sense. Like my routine, getting the Monday through Friday. Like, okay, like for example, like on that Thursday, another win in that big win will be getting 10 people to sign up for my class on Thursday. It's like I have a big win, but then there's like in that win, because it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I have like different goals for each day. Like on a Monday, I want this. On a Tuesday, I want that. Wednesday, I want this. Thursdays, I want that. Friday, I want that. Like, so I have a lot actually. Using what you have written here, state your goal and who you will tell for support. My man stays by me like always, even though I'm surprised he's not sick of me, because I be having so many ideas and goals, and like he's like my biggest support team. Like he doesn't judge me. He lets me be me, like all the time. But I'm always nitpicking him, like, oh, you don't do this, you don't do that. He never once tells me to stop being me or stop doing what I love to do, or just all the little crazy little ideas. Like he just lets me just do whatever. Okay, and I commit to share this with whatever. Defining your win is how you begin. Write down your goal and tell someone. Run to win. Okay, so when I leave here, I'm gonna get in a car, I'm gonna call my man, I'm gonna tell him that my goal is to build some type of stability with my Monday through Friday schedule. Saturday and Sunday, we can figure it out. But I need a Monday through Friday solid schedule, and within those, how each day looks like. That is my goal. That is my win. If I can get my Monday through Friday down to a science where it's working for me, because obviously we want to be our own boss, right? We don't want to work for the man all the time. Like until then, but I want my Monday through Friday to look a certain way, and I want it to be working for me, not the other way around. I don't want to work for my schedule. I want my schedule to work for me, if that makes sense. So we're going to end on that note, and it's actually going into part 2.2. So, okay, y'all, we on 61. So let's we're gonna continue tomorrow, because I do gotta go to work at 4 o'clock, and it's probably like 3:35 or something. Who knows? But we're gonna end with this. Always remember to look good, to feel good, and you damn sure better smell good. You all have a blessed day, and I'm going to see you tomorrow for day 13.